agreeing to meet with me to discuss your daughter.
Sorry I was running a little late this morning. Thanks for having me come in.
Before we get started, I would like to explain to you the RTI process we have in place here at school. RTI stands for Response to Intervention. RTI is a step-by-step tiered process which includes interventions for struggling students. Now, I know your daughter Haley has been having difficulties in the classroom this year. Has she spoken to you regarding anything in particular?
A little, not much.
Okay, well, what the fourth grade team has been seeing has brought up some concerns that we would like to talk to you about.
Okay.
Haley is such a spirited, bright student that has so much potential, but recently we have noticed her lack of motivation. She is struggling with paying attention in class, getting her assignments completed, and turning in work on time. Haley does very well on tests and quizzes, but anything on a more independent level, she seems to struggle with.
I've noticed that at home too. She doesn't want to work on schoolwork.
Okay, right, so you are definitely seeing some of this at home as well.
Yep, we are.
Alright, so we want to be proactive with Haley. I do not want to spend this time discussing what she isn't doing correctly in the classroom, but I'd rather focus on the possible interventions we can put in place to help her feel more successful at school.
Sounds good. I'm willing to help in any way possible.
Perfect, okay. The first part of the RTI process starts with Tier 1. Tier 1 is where students that have been identified as at risk start receiving interventions with their general education teacher. Haley's progress will be monitored and a follow-up meeting will be scheduled to be able to discuss her progress.
Okay, what are these interventions? What do they look like? I don't want her being pulled out of class or missing out on what the other kids are doing.
Well, to start with, we want to focus on some of her target behaviors and areas of concern. Now again, let me say Haley is such a creative, unique student, and we only want to help her reach her full potential, not change who she is.
She definitely is very creative and loves to dress herself, which is an area of concern for me because other kids seem to pick on her or bully her.
And that could be a topic that we also address with the interventions as well. So to start with, I would like to create 3 goals for Haley and I to work on together in the classroom. The first one is being able to work on assignments in the classroom and help her stay focused. The intervention that I would like to implement is simply by moving Haley closer to me during class. She seems to work better when she is near me and her disruptive behavior seems to decrease.
That seems fine.
Okay, great. The second one is helping her with her organization skills and turning in completed assignments.
She struggles with organization for sure.
Yes, many 4th grade students struggle with this. I would like to have a check-in and check-out sheet that Haley comes to class with every day. Since I see her for the last hour and a half of the day, I will meet with her when she comes into my class to help her remember what she needs to start class. I will also check in with her at the end of class before she goes home. I'll write on the paper what homework she has or assignments that have not been completed. Haley will bring the paper home so she can also check in with you and sign the paper, having communicated back that you have seen it as well. I'll collect these sheets from her daily, and when she has not only returned the signed papers, but also turned in her work consistently, Haley can start to have some rewards, such as working on preferred activities of her choice, for example, some tech time, eating lunch with a teacher, maybe reading to younger grades.
That sounds easy enough. I'll be able to check in with her when I get home from work.
Wonderful. The third goal I want to focus on is regarding your concerns with her being bullied.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to fit in and complains about not having any friends.
I would like to schedule time for Haley to work on some cooperative learning activities or pair her up with other students that share the same interests. I know the majority of the issues I have seen regarding Haley and other students is other students struggle working with her and when she isn't working on the assignments in class.
That makes sense.
I also would like to check in and check out times with Haley to help build our student-teacher relationship, so if something is going on in school, she feels comfortable to talk to me about it as well.
Yeah, she's had a rough couple of months with her dad and I splitting up. She struggles when she makes mistakes and thinks that things are her fault.
Well, like I always tell the students, we all make mistakes, and sometimes those mistakes lead us to better places. Okay, so let's start with these 3 interventions next week, and we'll meet back together and discuss her progress in about 4 to 6 weeks. If you ever have any questions or concerns, you can always call, email, or schedule a meeting with me.
Awesome. Thank you for having me come in today.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Thank you.
It wasn't that bad. But I'm
4
sweating.
minutes.